Hi guys. So most of the time people answer this particular example wrongly. That's fine. We'll go to this particular example maybe after some times, but before that we'll understand some basic example. Okay. So in this lecture, what we are going to study, we are just going to take 2 to 3 examples or related to the stack and we'll try to solve that. That's the objective of this particular example, and we'll try to solve this one. So which is a tricky one, and we'll solve it at the last. Okay. So that's what this objective of this particular video. Okay, so before starting this particular video, if you are new to this particular channel, just please subscribe, share with your friends, and just don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get a notification once I upload the video. Okay, so let's understand a couple of examples, because why it is important this lecture, because if how much you understand the example, that's how the implementation is going to be easier for you. So let's start with some basic example, then we will go to this example. Okay. So if I will ask you, given a stack, okay, question is like this, given a stack, so if I am doing push A, okay, then push B, then push C, then pop, then the question is what is the top of the stack? What is the top of the stack? Okay. What is the top of the stack? So that is the question. Okay, just try to understand this carefully. I am just taking that, okay, this stack. So this stack is a linear data structure. The definition you know, right? So we have already discussed in the previous lecture. If you are not seen, just go to there. It is a linear data structure which follows LIFO principle, where the insertion and deletion also can happen at the one end. So that is known as top of the stack. Okay, so that's what the definition. Okay. So what is the top of the stack after doing all this operation? So let's try to solve. You can solve, maybe pause this video, solve it and come back and just say what is the top of the stack. Just you can verify. If you have done it correctly, just comment below that, okay, example 1. So this is example 1. Example 1, you have done it correctly. Just comment in this particular video. Okay. So that's okay. Let's go here and just see. Okay. First operation, I am doing a push A. So push A means it is going to push an element into the stack. Okay. Second element is push B. Okay, you are not able to see maybe. Okay, that's fine. There is some reflection I can see. But push B. So that's what I am doing. So that means I am inserting another element, push B. Okay. So I am doing push C. Okay, that means I am inserting an element. So but okay, let me do it actually once again. Okay, so that you will get a clarity. So before this, okay. So before this, so this is my stack. Suppose this is my stack S. Okay, the name of the stack is S. Where is the top? Where is the top? Initially, if this particular stack is empty, where is the top? Is the top is pointing to this one? Is the top is pointing to this one? So this is 0, 1. This is the array, right? We've already discussed. So this is the array. So whether the top is pointing to index 0? No. Because if it is pointing to the index 0, then if I'll ask that, okay, remove an element, there is no element, right? So that is violating the property. So stack is initially pointing to some negative number here. Okay, maybe you can take it as initialization top equal to -1. So that's the initialization generally we do. Okay. So then if I insert an element into the stack, that means if I insert an element into the stack, so that's try to understand, because this is how the program also will implement. Will implement also using this concept. So whenever you are inserting an element into the stack, suppose I will insert A, that means I am pushing an element into the stack. Then before pushing, what I will do, I will increment top. Okay, so that's how I am also writing the logic or algorithm for push operation. I will increment this top to here. That means first of all I will increment this top here, then I will push. That means top equal to, if you think about the algorithm perspective, top equal to top plus 1, then insert that element. Array of S of I, top equal to this element. So that's the algorithm, but that's okay. We are not going there. We will go in the next subsequent videos. Then push B. Push B means what I will do? Again the same thing. Top is going to be incremented. Top is going to be incremented here. Now I will insert an element. So if I am doing push C, then it is the same thing. Then I will what I will do? I will just increment this particular top to here and I will insert. So now if I will ask in this particular situation or at this particular point, I am done with this particular point. What is the value of top? If I will ask you, what is the value of top? Top is pointing to, top is not C. Remember that one. Top is not C. Top is an index. So that's a lot of people do mistake. It is an index. Index means it is 2. It is not 2. It is not C. The stack element is 3. means stack of top equal to C, right? Okay, so top is, so at this particular point top equal to 2 at this particular point, right? Because top is pointing to this index 2, right? So that index, top is pointing to that index 2. Okay, so now the question is, so that was not our question, right? We are in this at this particular point. Now I want to perform two more pop operations. So if I will do the pop operations, so what should we do? Can you tell me what should we do? What I will do, I will first remove this element and then decrease this top by this, right? So that's what I will do. I will remove this element or I will pop it, then only, that means first of all I will delete that element, then that my top will be decremented here. If I will go to this pop, okay, so if I will go to this pop, so then what will happen? The same thing, this is going to be deleted, now top is pointing to this. Now if our question, what is the value of the top of the stack now? Now the answer is, the value of the top of the stack is 0. So the answer is 0. So that's the answer. That's the answer. So suppose I will quickly I will do another example. After that we will go to this particular example. After that we will go to this particular example. Let's do a quickly one more examples. Okay, quickly, and then we will go to this particular example. Suppose what is the question? Similar questions. So suppose push 10, push 20, then pop, then pop, then pop, then push 10 or maybe 30. So this is the question, just try to understand. Push 10, 10, 20, pop, 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 then push. So initially, so if will ask you initially, if before pushing they all are empty, right? It is empty stack. That means top is pointing to -1. So that's what the pre-initialization. So this is stack yes. Okay. So if I will do the push, so what I will do? I will increment this top and top will now pointing to here and I will insert 10. Now top is pointing at this particular time, the top is pointing to 0, right? So this is the 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the index of this particular stack, you can say. Okay. So this is 10. So I have inserted 10 here, right? So 10 here. So after pushing, then if I want to push 20, what I will do? I will increment this top and I will insert 20. Okay. So that's what I will do. So at this particular time, what is the value of top? So if I will make a heading like top, so then this is at this particular point it is 0. So if I will do a pop, so then what will happen? Then first this element will be deleted, then top is going to point here. So after doing pop, what is the value of top? So that is going to be 0, right? So then if I will do another pop, that means I am going to decrement this top again once again and I will delete this. This is the trickier part. So now pop is -1. So if I want to do, that means there is no element, it has already removed, right? So there is no element. But the question is, if now there is another pop is there, what will happen? So I want to pop means I want to remove one element, but there is no element because top is pointing to -1. There is no element. So what will happen? So this is the situation which is known as underflow. There is, so this top is going to be -1, but this is known as underflow. Underflow. What is underflow? Underflow is a situation where if you want to delete an element from the pop, or if you want to delete an element from the stack, or if you want to pop an element from the stack and there is no element, so that is known as underflow. And what is the overflow? If I want to insert an element or I want to push an element into the stack and there is no space, that is known as overflow, right? So that is the concept of underflow. Okay. So if now I want to push, so what will happen? That's simple, right? Top will again increment it to here and this 30 is going to be inserted here. So top value is going to be 0. So the answer is top equal to 0. After all these operations, what is the value of top? So that is 0. So that's the question. Okay. So these are the some preliminary questions. So these are very straightforward questions. So where we also understand what is the underflow. That's a very important concept that we have discussed. We will discuss more in the subsequent videos, but that's fine. But just try to understand what is the underflow condition. Okay. So this is all about this particular thing. So now we will go to this particular thing. I will erase all these things and we will solve. This is one of the frequently asked questions. A lot of times it is being asked actually. Okay, in different exams like NET, GATE, and maybe also Amazon and all. They also ask this kind of questions. So this is like one simple question, but yeah. So if let's understand the question first, then we will go for the solving part. Okay, let's understand the question first. After that we will go for the solving part. What is the question? there are 3 elements. Has, okay, this example has 3 elements. Okay, has 3 elements. What are the elements? A, B, C. A, B, C. A, B, C. Actually, A, B, C are the 3 elements. I don't know what have 3 elements. Okay, A, B, C are the 3 elements, and there are 2 operations. That's we know, right? One is push and a pop operation. These are the 2 basic operations of this particular stack. Okay, so there are 2 operations are given in this particular stack, and stack size is a bigger size. So don't worry about the size. But here is a condition. So this is the very important terminology, okay, or important condition. So these are the 2 conditions given this condition. Okay, push A. So this is very important. Push A must occur before push B. That means if I want to try to understand. So if I want to insert B or if I want to push B, I cannot push it before A. A must be pushed first. That means in order to push B, you must push A first. That's what it is telling. Push A must occur before push B. That means if I want to push B directly, I cannot push into the empty stack, right? I need to insert A first, then only I will be able to push B. Okay, so that's what it is trying to say. I cannot insert B directly. I cannot insert directly B, right? I cannot insert because that is the condition. If I want to push B, then but I must push A. Before pushing B, I must push A, then only I can push B. So that's what it tells. Okay. The next condition, and so this is a single. There are 2 conditions actually. This is the first condition. This is the first condition, and this is not or. This is and. And push B must occur before push C. That means if I want to push C, I must push B before that. Okay, I cannot directly push C. Before pushing C, I must push B, then only I will be able to push C. So that's what it talks about, these 2 conditions. Okay, so this is the 2 conditions. Okay, so now the question arises, but remember one thing, there is a hint I am giving here, so which you will be able to solve. There is no condition on the no restriction on the pop operations. There is no restriction. If you will see, there is no restriction. Only the restriction is on push operations. Okay, so if this is the question, then the question is, which of the following order cannot be the order of the pop operation? So that's the question. That means I cannot, in this order I cannot pop it. Which order? This order, this order, this order, this order. Okay, so this is B actually. But it is C A B. Yeah. So whether I will be able to erase this one, or can I pop using these conditions? Can I somehow pop in this way? Can I pop in this way? Can I pop in this way? Can I pop in this way? So that's the question. Can you pause this video? There will be a single answer and just try it by yourself. Okay. I hope you guys understand the question. Question is very straightforward. I'll just repeat it once again for your clarity. 3 elements are given, A, B, C. There are 2 operations obviously in stack, push or pop. So that is given. So there is 2 conditions is given. If you want to push P, so A must be pushed first. In simplicity, if I'll ask you simplicity, we should push A first. Okay, we should push A first. After that only B can be pushed. After that only C can be pushed. So this is how the order, push order. Okay, first push A, then you can push. Once you are able to push A, then only you can able to push B. Then only you will able to push C. That means before pushing B, push A. Before pushing C, push B. So that's the question. There is the hints is that these hints. This is very important hints actually. There is no restriction of the pop. So that's, remember that one. And the question is which of the following cannot. So this is cannot. Okay, it is not like that. Means it is not possible. So this kind of pop operation is not possible. So that's what the question is talking about. Means if I do in some order, I will not able to find a pop order like this. Like suppose I will give an example. Suppose I am inserting 10, 20. Okay, 10, 20. So then what will be the pop order? Then 20. I'll delete, because I cannot delete 10, right? Because I need to do all these things from the top of the stack. That's the definition says. So I'll delete 20, then 20. So this is the pop order, right? So this is the pop order. So then it is asking which of the following is not possible. Okay, so this is possible. 20, 10 is possible. Okay, if this is the stack, given stack, can it 10, 20 is possible? No, right? 10, 20 is not possible in this example. Right? Because 10 is already in the below. I cannot process this 10 before 20, because stack principle says whichever element has inserted at the last, that must be processed, right? So that's why I cannot do it. So 10, 20 cannot possible. So that's an example, just to give you hint. Just try to pause this particular video, try it, and just write down in the comment section that yes, you have solved this particular question number 3. So this is question number 3. You have solved it correctly. Just type down in the comment section, so that yeah, just type down. Just pause this video and try to solve, and you have solved. Or else you can continue watching this particular video. So let's try to solve this particular solve. Let's start with the first one. Okay, let's start with the first one. Can this particular pop order is possible? Okay, let's start with this first one, CBA. Okay, CBA. So that means in which way I should push so that I will get an output, or this is the output, right? Or the pop order. That means in which way I should push an element so that I will get this output. So that's what the question, right? So if I will think about, just think for a minute, can I insert C here? No, right? I need to, before inserting C, I need to insert B. Okay, C से पहले B करना है. Before doing C, you need to do B. Before doing C, B, you need to do A, right? So that means first of all you need to insert A. Okay, then you can insert B, then you can insert C, right? So that's how you. So now if I will pop this element, so if I will pop C, C is done, then B is done, then A is done. So then this is possible. So this is possible. So that means this particular pop order, yes. If I push in this way, that means in this particular thing, what is the push? Push A, push B, push C. So that is the order. Then pop, pop, pop. So this is the order in which if I do it, so I am going to get CBA. Okay. Now the next question is whether the second option is possible. Second option is possible. Second one. So B. So what is that? A, B, C. A, B, C. Okay. A, B, C. So let's try to do similar kind of thing, right? So can I do, if I put A, B, C, I will obviously get C, right? But I want which one? I want A should be the first element, but how can I do that? So let's think about in this way. I will push A first and I will process immediately. Just think about that. Process means I will pop it, because there is no restriction on the pop, right? That's what I give in the hints, right? So there is no restriction on the pop. I can pop at any time, so that's not restriction. But before inserting B, I must push A, or before pushing B, I must push A. So I can immediately insert A and immediately remove A. So that's possible. Then now this is empty. Now again I will push B. Can I push B now? Yes, because I have already pushed A. That is already processed. That's fine. Then I will again pop, and then I will push C. Then I will pop. So this is possible. So what will be the sequence? Now push A. So that is the sequence. Push B. Push A, pop. Then push B, pop. Then push C, then pop. So this is the sequence in which if I do, then my what is that? I can process the element in this order, or the pop sequence is possible. So that's the tricky part. So now I have solved these two parts, right? So can you try? So if you are not getting hints, so can you now try? So this is what you need to observe, right? Here, remember, here I have not violated any rule, right? Here I have not violated any rule. Rule says only if you want to push B, then you need to push A before. So what I did, I pushed A and popped it. So that's fine. There is no restriction on pop, so I can pop it immediately. There is no restriction. I pushed B, again removed it. Again C, removed it. Now I got this sequence. So let's understand about the third and fourth option. So whether they both are possible or not. So that's the next question. Okay. So that's the next question we need to validate. So let's go for the third option. Okay. Third option says BAC. Okay. So BAC. So whether the question is whether this order is possible or not. So remember, this is our intuition, right? So how, that means I want to, first element will be B, right? So that's what the intuition says. So how I will do it, right? So that means I need B first. Can I immediately push B and remove it? No, right? Because before pushing B, I must push A. So pehle let's first of all, oh okay, so can I push it and remove it? No, right? So before pushing B there is a restriction on the push operation. We must push A. So first of all push A, after that push B. I need B, right? B as the output. So should I do a push C? If I'll do a C, if I'll push C, can I do? Yes, but then again C will be the output, so I don't want that, right? Because I need B first. So B I need first. Since I need B first, so let's remove this particular element B first. Okay, then I need A, so let's remove this A. Okay, then I need C, then push C and then remove it. So then BAC is the order. You got it? So what is the order? If you will think about push A will be first, push B will be then there will be 2 pop, then there will be push C, and then there will be pop. So that's what this particular sequence will be. Okay, so you will get this particular order. Okay, so now let's go to the last option. Let's go to the last option, whether the last option is possible or not. So let's go to the last option, whether it is possible or not. So that is CAB. Okay, so CAB means I need to process C first. C, if I want to process C first, that must be inside the stack, right? So if C2 needs to be here, then only I can pop it, right? So that is the pop order. So but in order to insert C, I must insert B, right? Because that is the rule. Before inserting C, you must insert B. But before inserting B, I must insert A. That means A need to be inserted first, then B, then C. So now I need to pop it. So I need to pop C. C is done. Now which one will be processed? Now B will be processed. Can I process A? No. It is going to violate the properties or of stack, that is LIFO property. So that is going to violate. So that's why this order will be CBA. It cannot be CAB. That is not possible. So the answer is, so this one, the answer is now this one. This one is the answer. That means this is the order which is not possible in this particular sequence, or the pop order which is not possible. So that's all about, guys, for today's lessons. Maybe in the next lesson, so we are going to talking about more on implementation and on the algorithm of different push pop operations. Okay guys, thank you, and just please subscribe to my channel and just press the bell icon and share with your friends. And if you want to attend our courses, just see the description. So we offer different courses. You can go ahead and enroll that. Okay, thank you. See you in the next class.